coming. This is a super awesome resource that we have from Denver Museum of Nature and Science. And we want to protect that relationship, so this is my way of getting everyone on the same page so that we know how to handle the materials, what to do if something does break, because it happens. And she even said that to me, the woman who gave this out. She's like, things happen, accidents happen. Don't try to glue it yourself. Don't try to fix it. Just put as many pieces as you can in a bag or a box or whatever, and then contact me, and I'll contact her, and we'll get it taken care of. So,
welcome back, right? Where you gone?
Oh, no, I just
what
got
else?
some.
Yeah, collect as many pieces as you can, contact me, and then we'll take care of that. So I'm having as many people come to this as I can, and then I'm also going to put this up on the website and ask that everybody watch it, because I think 3 out of 4 of the centers have at least one specimen that kids will be able to look at. So coordinators encourage all of your volunteers to watch the video. So we have a wide range of skulls and teeth and really awesome stuff. Some of them, this big walrus, he's a plaster mold, but a lot of them are real specimens. So we want to be as careful as possible. Thinking about the age and the wiliness of your group, take a little inventory of who you, even from one group to the next. You know, sometimes you'll have that really super mellow group, and then you'll have the group that's like trying to juggle stuff. So, So, just keep in mind that each group is not equal. So you can kind of change how they handle it. For the most part, most of these are going to be either observing, so boxes that are taped shut, do not open them. You can just observe and they can look, and they can pick them up. Just be careful with those. Things that are out in the open, I encourage, especially with the younger kids, a 2-finger touch, so they can, they can come up here and feel, but 2-finger touch doesn't allow them to like grasp something and take it off. If you have an older, trustworthy group that you feel confident with, you can allow them to pick it up. Couple things. If you have a 2-piece like this, don't hand it to them like this, because even earlier, I was like doing this with one of them. I'm doing exactly what they tell me to do. But kids, will be like, hi, I'm Mr. Doctor or whatever. So don't let them do that. So it can be good to set out a piece of the foam and have like a place for each of them and let them handle each piece individually versus, because the temptation is very strong, I'm not gonna lie. But then they can really see how the different teeth are arranged, the difference between a carnivore and an herbivore and all that cool stuff. So observation is really what we're going for, not puppetry. So keep that in mind. Let me look at my little cheat sheet. This is a little crowded and scary the way I have it arranged, because I know we're not going to be moving it a lot. Nothing on the edge of the table. Like I said, keep the box or a piece of foam as a place to put it back, because that'll just kind of naturally, if there's a place they took it from, they'll put it back there. Stuff like this, I went to try to set it up like that, and it's very wobbly, so just lay it down, don't try to prop it up. And then no food or drink, not even water bottles near them, because we don't want any kind of contamination happening. Also, so I think it's Center 3 is the skull study, where you will have a choice. You won't be able to go through all of these, there's just too many of them. So we encourage, kind of picking out an herbivore, an omnivore, and a carnivore at least. And then I would bring them out 1 or 2 at a time. Because again, if you have all this out and you have 7 kids, there's only 4 centers, so there's going to be more kids in a group. So if you have 7 kids, they're all going to be reaching. That's going to be hard to manage. So 1 or 2 at a time. Make sure they're being gentle with it. Kind of give each kid a chance to do the interaction, but try to keep everyone from interacting at once. If you have an extra parent, that center would be the one to stick the extra parent with, so that there's more eyes. Center 3, yeah, I'm almost sure it's Center 3. It's called Skull Study. So that would be the one to stick the extra parent with. What else? Oh, whoever's doing the introduction, do a briefing like this. Like, okay, this is how we handle. Maybe grab one of these skulls and just talk about the 2-finger touch, the handling one piece at a time, the gently passing, or even, putting down on the table rather than passing between hands, putting down on the table and having the next kid pick it up so it's not like, oh, whoops. Putting them back where they came from, not trying to open boxes or shake boxes. As the coordinator at DMNS said, she's like, I rarely see a malicious breaking, where a kid is like, smash. Maybe it'll happen, and if that happens, that's a different conversation that you have with the teacher and whatnot. But accidental breakings do happen, again, not the end of the world. These are all educational loans, so she's like, we want these to last for years, but we also can go find another Badger skull. So no panicking. We don't want to shame any kid if they do happen to break it. Or she's like, and oftentimes it's the parents, or the volunteers, so don't feel bad if you do. Again, just contact me. I think that's all I have on my little list. Mainly just, being aware and mindful of where the stuff is, where the kids are, and setting the stage for success. So in the intro, make sure they kind of have that briefing. Like, hey everybody, this is a really, really cool thing. We're special because we get to look at this stuff, because we really are. And we want to keep that safe. So make it special, put the responsibility on them to help. And then, again, if you have one at your center, make sure you're kind of going through it again. So repeating, like, this is how we handle it. We're going to be very gentle. We're going to put it back where we got it from. We're going to use 2-finger touches, or we're going to hold very gently, one piece at a time. Questions? Yes.
So it'll all be packed in those particular types of crates, or
Yes.
how does it go in and out? Or?
Yeah, so what I'm going to try to do is separate. There's one center that has like 4, like just a handful. So I'm going to put, that's center 2, I believe. So I'll have one that just says center 2 skulls. The rest will be, and then there's another center that just has a deer. So that'll be in that center. The rest will be for center 3. And so if you're doing center 3 in particular, I would get there a little early, kind of go through and pick out your favorites. This is really like, you can have this in the room. Like, you could have it under the bag and then reveal it as like a, ta-da, what are we talking about today? Because it's not, you can talk about what type of animal this is and why it might have teeth like that. I think it's evolutionary questionable. I'm like, what is that efficient? But, so you can talk about, this is more of like a get excited piece. And then I wouldn't have, it's very heavy actually, so I wouldn't have kids picking that up at all. They can come and, they can feel it and look at it, but that's more of just like a display piece.
Yeah, where is it stored in the closet though?
So that's a good question. It'll be in this tub, and it has a black trash bag over it because it doesn't fit in the tub. Make sure that it is covered at all times, so we kind of keep it climate